So I'm sitting here at 9:30 at night, full glam, on a Friday, with nowhere to go. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my Valentine's Day look. It's a chit chat, get ready with me sort of thing, and it revolves around the look I'm wearing right now. Sort of inspired by the colour of the shirt I am wearing right now. Anyway, this video is pretty much all cheap, affordable products as well, except for my eye primer, my highlighter, and my eyeshadows. And the colour of the eyeshadows you can pretty much dupe anywhere. So yeah, pretty much all affordable. All the products I used will be listed in the description box down below in case you are interested. I'm pretty sure I mentioned nearly everything, but just in case you miss it. So if I'm feeling generous, I will put the links down there too. But I am now way too glam for nearly 10 o'clock on a Friday night to be sitting here like this. So I'm going to go and remove everything and actually go to bed soon. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video. If you'd like to see what I did to get this look, then just keep watching. I've got a huge clip for my fringe and I can't find it. Here it is. So instead of using my headband, I'm just going to clip my fringe back. This will look rather stupid, but it saves the rest of my hair. So there we go, that saves it. Anyway, so before I start and zoom in, I am just going to quickly prime my eyes. I'm using my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot, and I ended up actually stirring this around because it started to dry out. So actually the other night I spent like half an hour and I was stirring all of my cream eyeshadows. So there we go. This is my favorite eye primer ever. And then what I normally do is I just take some of my face powder. This is just Rimmel Stay matte, and I always put some face powder over the top regardless, because I find it just helps my shadow blend out and gives me an even more like flawless base to start off with. And because my eyelids are so oily, I have tested using like no setting powder for my primer, and I found that my eyeshadow lasts better when I set my primer. So now I'm not actually really going to be doing much eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is take, instead of using some of this, this is my Kat Von D Shade Light palette. Instead of just taking some of this because I've hit the pan on it, I'm actually going to mix the skin tone shade here with a tiny bit of the matte white and just sit that all over my lid. I would use just that skin tone shade, but I like it to be a bit more pale. Now I'm just going to actually take a really little bit of neutral brown here and just put it through my crease. My eyeshadow looks going to be so uber duper simple. For a tad bit of definition, I'm actually going to go in with the brown that's in the warm quad. Normally I would go in with this dark brown, but I'm going to use this one today just because I haven't used it much. So in fact I think it's actually my least used shade out of this palette. I'm not using too much, just a little bit, and oh, this brush had purple on it. I'm going to use my Designer Brands Absolute Liquid Eyeliner. Holy grail, you need this in your life. In black. Now my eyeliners are fixed up, and I deliberately did nice big thick wings just because I don't have much going on in terms of eyeshadow, so that's what I've done. So now I go on to my face, and for primer I am using my L'Oreal Infallible matte primer thing because I want to get rid of it because I hate it. So that's what this is being used for today because I really don't like it, but yeah. The only primer I have to say I genuinely think works is the MAC Skin Base that I rave about, but I don't actually think that works in terms of keeping your makeup on. I think that works for me because it helps control my oil, and once my oil's controlled, my foundation doesn't come off. And the whole point of me putting my hair forward was to hide my brow straps. This look was inspired by this shirt because I haven't worn it yet. It's still got the tags on it as I'm sitting here wearing it. So I need to rub this primer in my face a lot because otherwise it just goes, ugh. Yeah, that'll do. Now I'm going to actually use my round top brush tonight because I'm actually going to use Dermacol's 207 mixed with a little bit of this Mode liquid foundation. Now this liquid foundation is in the color tan and it's very, very dark. Mixing it with something that's too light, hopefully they'll match. This is mostly just to thin out the Dermacol and make it a bit darker. And if it doesn't match, I don't really care because it's nearly 9 o'clock at night. Oh, look at the coverage on that, mate. Okay, it's still too pale for me, but oh well. Does anyone else's arms really hurt when they blend foundation in with a brush, or is it just me? Okay, that angle's a bit better. I should have changed it earlier, but I forgot. My face is not as greasy as it's looking on camera. It's just because of my lights. I have my ring light thing on my mirror. I've got my phone over there and my ring light, selfie ring light thing connected over there. So that's the closest I have to studio lights, and I don't really care about the lighting right now. So under my eyes, I'm going to use my Sugarbox pressed powder. I was going to use this on my face, but my face is pale enough already, so this will go under my eyes now. concealer looks a lot better with this powder than it ever did with any others I've ever used, but it's not looking the best. So I think I'll use up the ones I have and not repurchase them. On my face I'll use Rimmel Stay Matte because my face is really glowy right now and this powder will sort of mattify it. And also this powder makes my foundation oxidize, and let's pray that it makes my foundation dark enough so that it matches me even a tad. That combo's actually amazing. My skin looks so freaking smooth right now. I know I've got it all through my hair, I don't really care. My skin looks so smooth and so flawless right now. I don't think I've ever looked this flawless, even with like Estee Lauder Double Wear. That's why I like using the Dermacols, is because I can mix them in with other foundations, and even though this foundation's only $3, I can still make it go a little bit further, so that's why I like them. Now what am I going to do? I'll do my brows now off camera. I'm just going to use my brow pomade thing from Bud K. I desperately need to find another shade. This is getting too dark. Okay, so my brows are on and we're going to ignore how disgusting they are because my brush is really dirty and my product is drying out really bad. So bronzer, I'm going to use my Nars Laguna just because it's right here. I'm just going to use a really little bit of my Essence Be Loud. I'm not really concerned too much about blush. I haven't been for the past few weeks, to be quite honest. Eyeliner, I'm just going to use a little bit of my Anastasia Starlight. I don't want too much because this is more of a matte look. If I can find my brush, here it is. This is more of a matte look, so I am just going to put just a little bit on the tops of my cheeks, just enough to make it look like I'm glowing a little bit. I suppose it doesn't matter because my bronzer and my blush were both glowy, so it doesn't really matter. Then I put some on my inner corner, on my lower lash line. I'm not going to bother zooming in. I'm just going to take a bigger pencil brush and the lighter brown I used and run that under. And I'm going to grab on a smaller pencil brush a little bit of the darker brown and just put it like on the outer corner, or the outer edge, sorry, really close to my lashes, just to give me more of a depth on the outer part of my eye. Just going to put a little bit of my mascara on because I'm going to put falsies on in a minute. So this is just my e.l.f. mascara. I'm not going to put eyeliner on my waterline. I'm going to put a bit of mascara on my lower lashes though. This is my designer brand's lash extensions. Okay, seeing as I'm putting falsies on, I made my lower lashes a little bit more intense. So while I always let my mascara dry for a while before I put my falsies on, just so that I know that it's not going to smudge. So I'm going to put my lip colours on, and they are the Bow Beauty Lip Liner. I don't know what it's called, but it's red. And my like eBay $1 liquid lipstick in colour 28 pretty much matches my shirt perfectly. I'm just putting the slightly brighter lip liner underneath to give it a little bit more of a lift. Otherwise it is slightly too dark on its own, but I'm going to attempt to put this on. I love these lip liners, to be quite honest. I would use these and these ones only if they had a nice nude. I've done my lips as best as I can, and I will sharpen them up with the liquid lipstick. So I'm going to apply this now. Oh, this is one of the ones that smells good, thank God. That is as best as I'm going to get my lips right now. Okay, so this is what my look looks like before I put falsies on, and I just remembered I forgot to highlight the tip of my nose. I always highlight tip of my nose. There we go. Now I'm done. So this is what the look looks like before falsies if you don't want to put them on, but I do, so I'm going to put them on because it takes me so long to put them on. I'm going to put them on and then I'll come back and show you. The ones I'm using are going to be these really nice, like, fluffy looking ones, so I'll put those on and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is me with the falsies on. Even though I haven't used falsies in a good 6 months, I still have the knack for putting them on. So I don't know what they would look like if I didn't have eyeliner on, which is why I have done this look with eyeliner, but it is done. I think they just make my eyes look so much more polished, so much more put together, even though these are not completely like intense. Looking at them on the sheet, they look like they'll be quite intense, but looking at them, to be quite honest, it honestly just looks like someone could have natural lashes like this, pardon me. These are actually one of my favourite sets to wear because they just look so nice, they're easy to apply, they fit really well. I'm going to zoom you in and show you what they look like. So excuse the glue if it is still drying, but this is what my lashes look like. Nice and voluminous and fluffy. I love them. These lashes are sort of like 3D, so they've got hairs going in different directions and things like that, so they actually look quite natural. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. As I mentioned in the beginning, all the products I used will be listed in the description box down below. While you are down there, hit the subscribe button and I will see you in my next video. Bye!